Kendrick, are you freaking ready?
Hiya! Emily, are you ready?
Ooh, that was loud.
That was a good one.
Because last week I didn't get it enough in the microphone. I couldn't hear it.
I know. You know, when I edit my audio, it all comes out. Like, they hate like pops and stuff like that. They're like, take it out, take it out. I'm like, okay.
I know. I literally put it back in. Like, I go back in. I
have to do that with stuff.
Which is how I know.
Right. I know when I say like certain things, I'll like go to a certain decibel and I'm like, ooh, let me check that in the audio. And it's gone. I'm like, damn it, let me re-record that. Okay. Damn it.
I know. It's like whenever I listen to just the raw audio, I don't have a problem. But when we go through that, because Kendrick and I use the same AI program, the same program for our audio.
Yes.
Hi everybody. It is the last wrap up of 2025. Okay. Good riddance.
I know. That sounds like we won't be back for like another like 3 weeks or something though. It's like, but it's just like the last Sunday. It's okay.
It's just like this holiday season. I barely did. I didn't even put a tree. Remember last year I had the tree.
Oh yeah.
I brought out what I could. I have like a little stocking and like some of the figurines and stuff, but I just couldn't do a tree. So yeah, I'm just like getting
same way. I'm same way. It was a fun holiday, but it was just like, okay, let's get on out of here now. Let's go. Let's get into the new year. Let's try again. Let's try
one more time. Let's do this again.
From the top, people.
I wanted to point out that someone complimented Kendrick on his latest podcast, and I did not get a chance to listen to it. So I would like to know what. You got another one. Love your last podcast episode with you reading that bad reviewer. Ooh, you had a bad review. Oh, yeah.
Yes. And you know me, that stuff, I'm like, it phases me like in no way. This one, though, was particularly, it pissed me off a little bit. I'm not going to read because it'll have to like search through my phone. But I talked about the cast. I reminded people like the cast of the upcoming Trader season. And because the trailer had dropped, that's what it was. And so I was like, this person, I'm afraid won't be there long because I didn't see much of them in the trailer and like that kind of stuff. I was like, you know who did have a moment in the trailer though? Michael Rappaport. And I hate that for me because I don't want any, like I read Michael Rappaport for like literally like a minute. I think the audio clip was like a minute long. And this person got in my reviews, they left me a 1 star and they said ignorance sucks because how dare I, the connection they made, they say, how dare I read Michael Rappaport when there was that attack on Jews in Australia. And I was like,
I'm sorry, what the fuck?
I said, okay, so that's what we're doing. I know I always wait till like I get here till I lotion. They told me to start an OnlyFans with the lotioning. Don't threaten me with a good time. You know me. But
good money.
Okay. But that I was like, so that I could not wait. I never read bad comments, like anything. I'm just like, whatever. And I go on about my business. That one needed to be addressed. So I was like, I want to do a whole episode. I did hot topics at the end, but I had to give that a good 25, 30 minutes of my time to talk about. And then I somehow end up reading the dog hell out of Michael Rappaport all over again. So it was a great time for me. Okay. I had a blast.
I will definitely be listening to that because it is sad. I just think as a fellow podcaster, as a fellow creator, I know people are like, just ignore the comments, ignore the bad things. It's impossible.
Right.
Which is why I've talked about this a million times on my show. I ask for reviews, but I don't, I'm like, but I will not read them because if I get a bad review, if I read one bad review, it is all I think about. All I think about because you can't respond. You can't respond to a review. And that's what's really fucking annoying.
I said that. I was like, I want them to be like the App Store where like, if you leave them a bad review, they're like, oh, we're sorry. We've now fixed this issue or something like that. I want it to be like, you dirty, raggedy heifer. And I wanted to just go but I'm like, Apple will probably snatch that down too. So maybe I don't need it. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, was this on Spotify?
No, they went to Apple and left a review and
it was on Apple.
A little diatribe.
I get comments on my Spotify too, but I get afraid to check those. You've talked about how you check your comments. I'm like, I can't. If I get one bad comment, like for me, I just feel like the more platforms I read comments, the more opportunity people have to say something like, "This is the dumbest take I've ever heard."
I know, but you know me, I'm the person that I'm so like lean into my bad takes that like not bad takes, but like the people I like to, because you know, like listen, I've been fighting for a decade for my life, liking like Robin and Giselle, Kenya Moore, like all these people I like on TV that crack me up. And so like I'm like, it really doesn't affect me at all. Spotify is one where I ask people, like, I'm like, please engage. I love reading the comments on there. Like, it's a fun time on Spotify. But every now, there was one person, me and you, I forgot what we talked about, but they said something. And they was like, and I'm saying it over here, and I can't wait to go over to Apple and say it over there too. I was like, oh, what a loser! Like, my God. Oh yeah.
See, that's the thing. I can't, because then like I get fixated on it, and then like I let it like narrate my entire existence for like a whole day.
But you know me, one of the reasons I don't care is because like we know that like people usually it's stuff like, oh, you like y'all just, oh, that's one, like y'all just hate this person on the show, or y'all
I hate when I hate that one.
Right. And I'm like, even if we do, which it's never, it's like literally we're talking about the episodes, like even if we do hate someone, so what? Like, it's okay. That one though was attacking me as a person, so I had to say a little something. So that's all.
That's it.
And thank y'all for I said in my tomorrow episode, because I got the rest of the screeners for the Mary Cosby doc, and so that episode drops tomorrow, and so I thank y'all for your reception of that, because I was like, there's no reason I should be taking time to read somebody about this, but I was like, actually, yes, I should.
No, yes, I find that even like bigger, like when I'm watching or listening to bigger shows too, like big shows, even they will address reviews and stuff sometimes. I'm like, it's just a thing. It's just part of it. Like that's what we get to do.
It's just part of it. There we go.
Part of it. All right. Well, we're here today. I kept forgetting there was no new Salt Lake City.
Right.
And I kept being like, oh my God, I don't have my notes. Oh, wait. Okay. We don't have it today. Exactly. So we're going to be getting into the 2025 best TV, film, pop culture moments for us specifically, because
I'm so looking forward to it.
There's a whole lot more that we could be covering, but this is just what mattered to Kendrick and myself.
Yes.
And it's been a horrid year, so we're just going to pretend like this was all we needed, was just these moments, these, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm going to start with the pop culture.
Okay. Let's do it.
The Cardi B trial.
What a blast.
I feel like that lawyer who couldn't do his job, and every line that came out of Cardi's mouth, like no one has ever performed so well at a trial.
Oh my God. Even better than all the memes that came from it. Like, I feel like my collection alone is already like 3,000, 4,000 images and videos. I feel like it doubled during the Cardi B trial. Like, there's my favorite one is, you know, the woman, she's like, he asked her, well, how do you know that? How do you know she's bigger than you? And she's like, and she holds her hands out like that. There's one that I have that has a plate in her hands, and so people use it every time on a good cooking video when someone makes something delicious. They have that with an empty plate, like, feed me, please. And I'm like, Cardi B, you're just the gift that keeps on giving.
No, these are like memes for life.
Yes,
memes for life. Yeah, no, and that there was that moment in the trial that was so fucking funny when the lawyer couldn't find, like he was like, can you please turn to exhibit whatever on such and such page? And she's like, and she's trying to find it. And then he's like, okay, so may I approach the bench? All right. So he walks up, and then it's clear he doesn't know where it is. And so the silence in this courtroom as he went like searching through it kept going. He's still searching. And she's just sitting there like, are you fucking serious? And then he finds it. And he's like, so, and then all it is just like pointing to something, and he can't even figure out what the question is. Like, once he found it, he like forgot what his point was.
God. Oh, goodness.
It was so bad that like Cardi's lawyer was just like, I don't even like objection. And the judge was looking at Cardi's lawyer like, you're going to object here because you should, because this is so bad. And so it was a glorious performance for, and it was like really good justice too, you know, because it was clear this lady was looking for a fight with Cardi and tried to sue her, and she needed to explain, you can't do this to me.
Exactly. Exactly.
You cannot do this to me.
That judge hated him. He was like, you are wasting so much of your time right now.
Remember, he had to stop to explain like certain, like, because the guy was like, objection or something. And he goes, that's not what that objection would even be. Like,
right.
If you want, like if you wanted to submit this, you had to do this and this and this.
He's like, no, I'm going to do it anyway because it meets this. He's like, no, it doesn't. It literally doesn't. Goodness. He had to like stop the whole trial. He's like, okay, approach the bench because
and he's like, cameras down. Like, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Secondhand embarrassment at its finest. Good God.
Oh my God. He's like, I don't even know what we're doing here. The next, I guess this is a pop culture moment, but it was kind of a big moment, like for me, I guess, the Menendez Brothers trial, the updates, all that. Like the Menendez Brothers had always been this like kind of secret, not secret thing, but like I just thought about them oddly often because I was just like, it's so sad, you know, the way we did the Menendez Brothers. Like I think about it a lot. And then Ryan Murphy does that very insensitive show where he makes them look like sexy gay lovers when they are fucking brothers. Which is also like a gay fantasy. Like
it was very Ryan Murphy-fied is what it was.
Ryan Murphy-fied. Yes. It was. But then like it brought a lot of attention to the case. And a lot of things happened. There was a lot of progress. There was a lot of, we got really close. There was a lot of Nathan Hochman, the fucking DA of Los Angeles, being a little punk. And then they finally get to go in front of the parole board, and then they were denied. And I have like a few years to wait before I was like, the saddest part was they had all these reports were coming out that other prisoners were like, I want his bunk bed, or I want his pillow, or like whatever, like calling all of like the stuff that they had. And
everyone thought it was going to happen.
They were getting ready to like leave. And then it kept getting delayed. And then it finally happens. And then,
it felt, as it was happening too, it felt very like behind the scenes political, because that DA, especially, like every time he talked or said something, it was like, oh, this feels like, I understand like if it's a whole thing about like, no,
I forgot I had banners.
Oh, look at you. Someone brought it up the other week too. I was like, no, we agreed not to. And like, look at you coming.
Don't bring up the banners.
I know.
Emily can bring up the banners. No one else can bring up the banners.
Okay. I love it. It looks so good too. Look at it. Look at that. Action News 5. Look at us.
There we go. Sorry, I interrupted you for the banner. I'm so sorry.
No, as you should, because that was very good. But no, it felt very like behind the scenes, in the fact that like it felt personal to him. Like it was like he knew them or grew up. Like it felt very like you have way too much stakes in whether or not they stay in jail. But it didn't feel like, no, I'm just like an ambassador of justice. I'm like a doctrine of truth or something like that. It felt a little too, I don't know. I feel like I was missing some context clues that like a lot of us didn't have. And that's why it felt so like not fair, a little icky. It felt a lot of things that it shouldn't have felt.
Yeah. Like, why is this so personal to you, Nathan Hochman?
Right.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah. Gross.
Okay. The next really embarrassing, horrible thing that happened this year.
Oh.
Blue Origin. AKA the space travel that Katy Perry and Gayle King did.
I blocked that out of my memory. My God.
I'm sure you did, as you should have. Now I watched it.
Yes.
I happened to be, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna see it. And then I took a stupid phone call. But by the time I got done with that phone call, which was fast, they were already like coming back.
Yeah. Just burning gas for no damn reason.
What did they do? But then the memes, great memes that came out of it, like Gayle's face as she's walking onto, it's like, let me go to space, child. Like,
right, exactly. Very Cynthia Bailey coded. Like
very Cynthia Bailey coded. But then also the amazing interview that Gayle gave to, I can't remember who she was talking to, but when she was talking about, like, you just have to see it. Have you been to space? Have you been to space? Everyone should go to space and then they can talk about it. And I was like, okay, that's the problem. That's how unaware you are of how rich you are and how like you're in like the billionaire club at this point.
Oh, goodness.
And Katy Perry with the flower.
Oh God. All of them, like it was just such a cavalcade of characters that they gathered to go to space too. Because it was like, why? Number one, do we need to do this? No, we all knew that answer, so that was a question that didn't need to be asked. But number two, it was like, why these people? Like, how did y'all? Like, I understand, like there was a whole like process and vetting and all this stuff.
Agreed.
Like, right? Like, but why?
Like this combination is just the most like Katy Perry with anyone's just kind of weird, but like it's like, why was Katy Perry there?
Right.
At least with Gayle King, she's like a journalist.
Right. To
it's some degree.
Okay, exactly. We can justify that one. Okay.
Like she needed to go interview space.
Exactly. Yes. The moon man, she had to talk to him. I get it.
She had to go check it out for herself. But Katy Perry was just and then like she came back like they acted like just so euphoric and they had just done so much for mankind. Like, this is embarrassing.
Like send Malala to space or something. Like, why was sending Katy Perry?
And it was so expensive. Like so much money was spent for them just to go up for 10 minutes and come back down.
Right.
Like, and you did what? Like, what did you do? Like, they're like, we are thinking of maybe taking our trash to space. And this I'm like, well, that's fucked up for space.
Right. Like, excuse me?
Like, why does space have to deal with our garbage? We're already the most ghetto planet, I bet. Like, I bet every other planet talks about us. Like, Earth is a mess.
They probably all vacation on each other. Like people on Mercury go to Mars all the time and just fly right by us. So like, they're like, "Ooh, don't turn left, child. It's Earth. Don't go over there."
Now they're putting their trash out.
Right, exactly.
They're just going into space and dropping off trash. Okay, cool.
Goodness.
That's exactly what we should be doing. Way to advance the world.
The people in charge. It's always just
so bad. Okay, but the next one's a good one.
Ooh.
Beyonce Cowboy Carter tour.
The most important thing of my life. Yes.
Was
we got there at different times too. Like you were you were at the first show. The very first show. And I was like towards the end almost. I was in Atlanta, second show at Atlanta. We won our everybody on mute, we did our
you did,
but but still
not to brag, not to
brag, whatever. But yes, it was very fun. Just a time. I love. Now look, people are starting to, like, other artists are starting to ask people to dress up to come to concerts. It's like, okay, this is just Beyonce. Like, let us just do this, because this is like a theme, Cowboy Carter, I come dressed like a cowboy. Renaissance, I have my ass out, like whatever. Like, it is what it is. But I don't want everyone to like start to think like, no, we're all gonna do this now. It's like, no, we're not. we're not.
We're not gonna do that. It was my first time seeing her live. So it was my very first experience. And then I was like, I get it.
Yes. A good first one.
I know. Ooh. And like I was so obsessed with this album. Like, like it's not really like me to be that obsessed with music. Like I just new music at least, but I just could not get enough of that. I was listening to it constantly. So to see, but then I didn't know how much she put into these live shows. I did not know how many like other things. It wasn't just her singing songs and dancing. It's like, it's a whole production.
Oh yes, like with 4 years of planning all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Like all the movies and like little films and stuff that she throws in there. It was like, now this took forever. Like, when the hell they filmed? Like, it's a lot of cool stuff, but it's also just really impressive to see how hard she works. And there was, I can't remember who it was, but there was some football player that was like, when I went to see Beyonce Cowboy Carter, I was like, I need to work harder on the field.
Oh,
He's like, I've never seen someone just be like, it was in because it's like she's really there. Like it's not like on a camera where I'm seeing it on a screen. That's her, and she is really doing all of these things, and it is nonstop, and she sounds incredible. And she's like, live performing is such a specific thing.
Yes.
And if you're going to go see someone live, because I've seen a few, I'm not really a big live show person because I always feel like I can't see what I want to see. I can't quite hear. I'm like, it's a bit of a letdown.
Yeah.
If you get a chance, even if you don't like Beyonce's music, go to see a live show of hers because it changes things. Like there aren't live performers
all the time. No, I tell people all the time. I'm like, look, you might not get it with the music, you will get it with the show. Because people like that will like hear the music, they're like they don't understand like the fandoms of like anybody. They're like, I don't understand like why people like are just like so obsessed with all of that. I'm like, I can't speak to any of the other stuff, any of the other artists or anything like that. I can tell you as someone that's been going to see her for years and years and years, the reason I go every single time is because it's always an experience. And if you go just one time, I promise you'll get it.
Yeah,
you'll get it.
It's hard to put into words.
Mm-hmm.
I think my mic stand is doing that thing again where it's going down.
Oh no.
it keeps happening. I'm like, shit, is this about to ruin my whole entire fucking
Oh no. I remember one time, no, like right when you made like a big point, it dropped down. It was kind of dramatic in the best way. I loved it.
Damn it. But yeah,
Beyonce and album of the year. Album
of the year. Finally. Then when she got the best country, what'd she get?
Best country album too, yeah.
Yeah, that's best. That was the crazy one. Like that was that great meme. She's like, what?
Yeah,
because that's another level. But then also that they added a country music like CMA category that's like traditional country and then like new country or something.
Exactly. I'm like,
because they're like, we can't have this happen again.
We see each other. We know what you're doing. Exactly.
It's too risky. We cannot let Beyonce win again.
Too genre bend. She always been genres, and they're like, oh no, we as someone who has tried not to make progress as an award show for the past 200 years, we do not like new. So now we got to figure out a way to change this, and they do it every time. They did it with something else she did too, and I was like, oh, look at y'all being weird. I know, it's really embarrassing for them. Ugh.
Okay, let's get into our true crime, our favorite true crime. Okay, this is definitely.
Wait, let me ask you something. Oh no, it's doing it.
Go ahead. Listen, I'm
listening. AMS 32584. Oh boy, y'all know me and numbers. I get all types of twisted. She said, did anyone see that cheap ass Netflix special? Me either. Talking about Snoop Dogg. And I don't know who all he had with him, but we're a big like football people, so like we had the game on. I did not know who was doing the halftime show because Netflix now has like
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they have Beyonce Bowl last year, the biggest thing. Everyone loved it, like it was great.
Yeah.
But then I didn't know who was performing this year, so I thought they were just gonna do like some like other thing. But it was Snoop Dogg and some random people. I don't know who he had with him, but I was like, what is this? Like going from Beyonce Bowl to that had to have been the biggest downgrade in history.
Yeah, no, I was at my sister's, my brother, and we were watching TV. I got them a new sound bar.
Ooh.
Actually, technically I got it for them last year, but they left it in the box, never opened it. And so I was like, for Christmas this year, I will set it up for you.
Exactly. There you go. This is a great gift. Excuse me.
Thank you. And actually, it was really good. When I set it up, I was like, I'm gonna get myself this sound bar.
There you go.
Really, really nice. But we had it playing in the background, and so when I looked over, it's such a weird thing to see because you're like, is that Snoop Dogg with Andrea Bocelli?
Right.
Who is this?
Like, what's
why are these people yeah, like why are these people together? And why is Snoop in the middle of like opera singers?
It's so weird.
Like Snoop will do anything at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Anything.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but first up for our true crime, it's the bummer one. but it was very important. Perfect Neighbor. Came out on Netflix. It was a tough watch.
Yes.
But why was there a timer on that? Oh, there's a little timer button here.
Oh, for how long the banners stay up?
I don't want timer off. I don't want that.
They snatched your banner.
Well, I think they all have them. God damn it. Now I'm going to have to go. All right. Well, the banners might stop soon, guys.
Y'all know the banners are just our every now and then guest, okay? They just come in.
Yeah,
they
show up. Right. I have more, but I'm like, if they're all going to have that 10-second thing, this is why you have a producer. A producer's on the other side of it listening. But yeah, this was the one where we got to see mainly from body cam footage what happened with this horrible Karen of a woman who to this day, did I bring this up already? Did you see that she's suing the children?
Yes. Such a loser. Like, just take your AO because you did it. We have the footage. We saw how you reacted. We saw you trying to make yourself a victim out of nowhere. We've seen this. The court has seen it. The judge has seen it. The jury has seen it. Everyone's seen it. You're the only loser still clinging to the story. Hang it up. You're not. No one is supporting this lawsuit. Nobody.
No. We all saw it. But the only good thing about that doc was she is in prison.
Yes.
And you just see her like in court in her prison outfit. Like, it's like, okay, at least because, so often.
I was just about to say, yeah.
And for years, there wasn't any justice. For years, she wouldn't move. Like, she just come on now.
Literally, and this so many. I feel like you probably feel the same way. But so many times we watch true crime documentaries, and usually the reason we're watching is because it ends with like a call to action. We're like, well, we haven't gotten any justice for this, so why don't y'all let's all send letters to the DA or send there's always something for us to do because justice hadn't happened yet because not enough people knew about this case or this whatever. So it was very good to number one be able to form our own opinions because we got to see everything happen from body cam footage, but two, actually see something end with resolution of the bad guy being in jail. So two major good things about this documentary.
Exactly. All right, the next one though is a little bit funnier. Okay, but I'm gonna do this fucking banner. I'm gonna do this damn banner. I'm so annoyed because they all have it. All right. Unknown Number, the high school catfish, also from Netflix. This was okay. So this the way this one was done was okay. I thought I knew the story. I thought I knew the story going in, but because they had her mom doing these interviews, talking like she wasn't the one who was doing it,
right?
It was, I was like, maybe this is a different story. Like, maybe this is something. It wasn't.
Nope. It was that one.
That's I'm very impressed with how they did that reveal because I think a lot of people were familiar with the story. They're like, oh yeah, I remember that.
It was a blip on the radar. And so, so it felt like something entirely new once we got this documentary.
And then the way they did it, where it's like, here she is talking about it like it wasn't her. So you're like, maybe this is a different one about catfishing. I don't know. And then there was all these great reaction videos of people watching.
Favorite, yes.
And I knew it. I knew it. Or just freaked out. That actually was the best part. It was watching someone because they did a really good job, even for someone who thought they knew the story, of revealing it. I'm like, okay, so what's this story? What the fuck?
No, I think about it. So number one, I'm ashamed of how many times I've watched this documentary for the community. Because I'll tell you, if you've only seen it once, go back and watch it again,
really?
Knowing that she's the one that did it. Because when you do that and you hear everything she says, you're like, this is actually, I'm watching Psychosis, literally in documentary form. This is actually insane. So you have to, if you've only seen it once, you have to watch it again.
Okay, I love rewatching something.
Yes. Oh my God. But watching this was crazy because when you're watching it, literally, like you said, if you didn't know the mom was when they did it, I'm going through here. I'm like, oh yeah, They have me bullying children. I'm watching like, oh yeah, the little volleyball monster. She's the one that did it. I know it. I can tell by her face. I know she did it. They give us another suspect. I'm like, oh yeah, he did it. That little 10-year-old fucker. Yeah, he's the one that did it. And then we finally get the reveal. I'm like, oh, whoopsie.
I thought the same thing.
Bullying kids for like an hour before they finally reveal it's the mama that did it. I'm like, oh no. Whoopsie.
I was doing the same thing. I was like, oh, she was the cool one, the cool girl who thought she could just do whatever she wanted. And then it's like they were like actual victims of being accused of it. I was like, oh.
Yes. And sometimes being the victims of the mom too, because she was texting them memes. I'm like, what? Now why are you bothering these kids?
That's right. And then she like never remember she had that weird crush on
her boyfriend.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And so it's like when you get to that sort of stuff, I'm like, you guys didn't notice anything was crazy. Like I would have just thought if those are just such alarming things to do, like showing up at his after they broke up, showing up at his games and stuff and like doing all that. Like I feel like if you're trying to figure out who's harassing and catfishing, at some point you're not like, I mean, she's fucking weird.
Right. Right.
But everyone's always like, she was totally fine. We loved it. We always got together. We had like parties together as families. But she was also then going to his games and being creepy. Like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, a lot. She was just so supportive during that time of the breakup. It's like, no, that's not what that was. That's not what that was. I'm sorry to tell you, but no, that was creepy and gross. Is what that was.
And the messages were
right.
So sexual.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
So sexual, and she claimed it was because it was her lie. She said that she had been essayed.
What was there? I don't even remember. Oh, I don't remember what she
it looks like I have to watch it again.
Exactly. Here we go, rewatching immediately.
Yeah, because she came up with something about like she had some trauma that she hadn't resolved because she was saying stuff to her daughter.
Yes.
Her like, you're ugly, you're a slut. Like, all this horrible stuff to her daughter.
So and literally then listening to her and like getting stuff like to use against her. Psycho behavior.
Psycho. And like not addressed properly at all by her.
The comment Ams again, she said, and the husband asking the police to take her to jail. Literally my favorite part of the documentary. He was like, can she go to jail for this? I was like, oh my God. That whole part, the reveal was perfect too, because we got that whole reveal with body cam footage too of the police showing up to the door and her answering it, and then him like bringing the daughter out there too and telling both of them. I was like, this is embarrassing. Like, good gosh.
And it was so, because that's the body cam thing. It's just like, it's so flat. There's no editing to it. It's just like, this was the experience of it. And it's because it was so uncomfortable.
Goodness.
But yeah, but I was like, because you knew she was crazy the second you saw her, but the way they did it, you were like, maybe she's just kind of weird.
Right.
Like her teeth and her mouth. I was like, like she's something's not quite right here.
You try not to judge people like based on like the cover, but when she popped up, I was like, oh, she did
there's something to this.
Like, I don't know what, but she did something.
But you're right. I was absolutely going through and like bullying the children, like typical children.
Exactly. Oh, poor. I apologize to any child I bullied while watching that documentary. Just
like, I had to stop and be like, I'm going to make some content about this. How about that?
Right. Exactly.
Dumb 13-year-old.
Exactly.
Okay, let's switch it to some darkness. Let's see if I have a banner for it. I'm not even sure if I do. We're going to do Gone Girls. I don't think I have one. Okay, I do. I have it. Haha.
Ooh.
Gone Girls and Gilgo Beach Killer. So Gone Girls was the Netflix doc, and then Gilgo Beach Killer is the Peacock one. The difference between the two, Gone Girls really focuses on the victims. Gilgo Beach Killer is the one that talks to Rex's family.
That's right. That's the one I didn't watch. You told me all
about that. Because I was like, don't worry, I have all of the notes.
Yes. Yep. I remember.
And that was I first of all, like the fact that we caught the Long Island serial killer is crazy. But the worst part is realizing that they could have caught him based on this guy, this hilarious eyewitness. Like, you can't write a better like character. He's this big, huge guy. He's like a really thick accent, saying we saw this big guy and he was driving off, and he says the exact car that they could have. Like, that's how they narrow the search down. You know, the car. You know, and come on now.
Literally.
Come on now, guys.
So many witnesses do not get the credit they deserve. It's just like, oh no, he's a goofball. Like, write him off. It's like, well, maybe let's follow up.
And like, that's the horrible part about victimizing women in like sex work, because immediately it's like, well, you're a high risk, so the stories people are going to tell us, like, oh, of course you wouldn't, you know, it's like they always that always is the biggest obstacle to get through. And then you had that Burke, the guy, detective, no, what was his name? He was the sheriff, it was the DA or something. He was like the head of the police, but he was also super corrupt.
Yes.
Beat up a witness for 5 hours because this witness found his like snuff films in his cop car. Ooh. I know, but that ended up not even being like, it just wasn't even related. It was just like, no, he was just also like crazy.
A terrible person. Yes.
Because for the longest time, my theory, I was like, oh, okay. It was like a network of corrupt cops. Like, that's what I was convinced it was. I was like, Burke is at the head of it, and that's how they're getting away with it for so long. But really, he just was like a criminal. And has been in with the DA Spoda since he was like a kid, when he helped Spoda get some conviction when he was a fucking kid, saying, oh yeah, that's what happened. I mean, that's crazy that was the connect. That's how far back they went. That's how far back the corruption went. That's crazy.
It's actually scary as hell to know how many like people get into like different businesses, especially government businesses, because of family connections, and how they've been hearing how people talk like grossly about like different stuff, and this is now part of their psychology, so now it's the way they think. So like, if they've heard someone for like 20 years talk about, well, sex workers this, sex workers that, and they're subhuman and all this kind of stuff, now they've like gotten that ideology in them, and they're gonna grow up to treat people the same way in the same profession. It's like, just gross.
Yes, it's awful. And Burke, by the way, was frequenting prostitutes. I think he even like had a relationship with one.
Oh,
I think he had a relationship with one and would like fuck her in his cop car when he was on duty.
Sounds
like it was like all sorts of stuff. It was like all sorts of and some of that I got from like, I think, a podcast, because I'd been listening to Long Island. The Lisk case was like a thing,
right?
I have to solve.
If you're a true crime person, like you, like certain cases just stick with you. Like that's one of them.
That is one of them. And that, and the podcast, the Lisk Long Island serial, I think that's what the one, it was so good. It was so good. It was really, really good. But the Gilgo Beach Killer, the one on Peacock, was also really fucking good, because it was so weird to look inside of this man's family and like his wife. And then when you see the house, and you got at one point, because she has a lawyer, and this man is just trying to get her to see, like, he did it.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know until he tells me. It's like, oh, okay. But then you start to kind of realize, like, oh, she's been like maybe a victim of him, because he kind of took her in when she had a kid, and like, or was something like that. Like, she had a really abusive husband and went right to Rex. And so like she wasn't very like, you know, that she had nothing else. He supported her. So, and her son, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And then they had a daughter together. And so we see that family. But when you go in the house, twin.
Yeah,
the house is like, guys, and And I remember we'd heard about that, like one of the cousins or something of Rex had gone to his house to stay there for like a wedding he was in town for or something. And he was like, I wanted to get out. It was like the creepiest place in the world.
I remember Lifetime did a movie about that. And I feel like they focused on like how creepy his house was at some point. And I was like, ugh, that seems like a red flag.
Then you see it.
You're right.
And you're like, this is where because that's the thing. It's like, if you normalized this as your living space, then like we're already bad. We're already behind, like we already have a problem.
Yeah.
Because this isn't how it's supposed to be. But then the craziest part was when her lawyer trying to get her to like turn on her husband. Like, please, like I need to get you out of this too, or else you're going to get in trouble maybe. He's taken her through the evidence that has come out because new evidence had dropped while they were making this. And he mentions to her that they discovered Rex's like master plan, all of his files. They like finally dug everything out of like the interweb, wherever it was on this computer. And he had written out all of these plans, like, for example, use push pins instead of tape. And they were like, for what? Well, you take the plastic tarp, and you push pin into the ceiling so that it controls the DNA and the mess. Ooh. And this lawyer was taking her through like, so here where it says he uses push pins, and they literally pan up with the camera, and you see where it's very possible he was probably putting the push pins because it almost looks like there's still holes, like it was a corkboard ceiling. Oh. And he's like, do you see it? That was also when we learned, like, fuck, he probably kept these girls at the house. Because then we found out that he renovated the bathroom, and she was like totally normal.
Right. And
it's like, no. Like, first of all, your house has not been renovated or updated at all. Why is he doing the bathroom? And
just the bathroom.
And we're telling you that this person went missing at this time, and they could have seen your husband. And like, so we're doing all this, hello. Okay. Yeah. But then by the end of that doc, she's finally moving out. And it seemed like, this may be her hope, because I feel like still being in that house and like surrounded by like, she's not okay.
I wonder if we've gotten an update since then.
And then there've been a few like trial updates and things like more evidence and whatnot. The fact that he has not confessed is crazy. Like they have mountains of evidence against him.
I feel like I think that's might be what the lawyer's like hoping for, to be like, look, we get this one person like to finally like go against him too. He has no one in his corner. Maybe he'll take a plea. Maybe at that point he'll take a plea. But I have to remember, because what was his job? He was a doctor, right?
No, an architect.
Architect, that's right.
Which sounds way cooler than, like, he wasn't a cool architect.
You're right. What was he doing?
Like, he just wasn't, like, architect sounds cool. Like, architects, like, what do you build buildings? But, like, he just, I don't know. He wasn't doing anything exciting. He was a loser. But yeah, that's what he was doing. And like the way that they finally tracked him too, it was so sad, because it's like they used like where he had been driving and like the way his cell phone was pinging or whatever, because he was using different burner phones and stuff, and they had to like track them all together. And you're like, wow, you literally could have done that however many years ago.
Yeah.
I'm not even because you use his car to like figure out how to start.
That's what's like, when it's something that's not like DNA or technology related, but like something that could have easily been done just by like good groundwork, like good boots to the ground police work. That's so frustrating. It's like, okay, you just clearly like someone just didn't take this seriously is what it was. And then maybe it was just like no one cared that like these were the victims, is what it always feels like. Maybe if it was someone over here from this economic status or this community, like whatever, then it would have gotten like the attention, like the actual attention that it deserved. But because it was a lot of sex workers and stuff like that, it's always like, well, yeah, this is important, but also let's go over here because we got to solve this one too, and that's someone that actually means something to us. So
and they were trying to get them to stop with the headlines that were coming out, were like, prostitute killed or prostitute found dead. It's like they also were people.
Yeah, exactly.
Like maybe just put like a woman. Woman found. Like you don't need to say
super easy to do. Exactly.
Because when you do that, I mean, I get it. It's a better headline. It's like if you think about search words, buzzwords, all that kind of stuff, it's like it captures the attention. But that's why the narrative, that's why it wasn't ignored for so long. Exactly. Also, because any other prostitutes that might have had ideas about what could be going on, we're like, I'm not going to the cops.
And I feel like people like, I feel like they literally like use this kind of stuff too as ways to almost like mentally abuse like their children or people in their house. Because like you saying like that's an easy way, like the headline like that prostitute goes or like anything, that's an easy way to like condemn sexuality in a way to where like, oh well, you out here going on dates or meeting these, but like not even like in sex work, but like you're out here going on dates and meeting these boys and stuff like that. Well, look what's happening to all of them. You don't even know these men like that and all this kind of stuff. And it's an easy way to like trick people into being like, oh no, I need to like stop all of this. I just need to like cut off sexuality. And it's an easy form of abuse. Easy.
Yes, very much so. Ugh. But okay. Up next, I don't think I have a banner for this one. Maybe I can add it right now. Let me see. Oh, damn it. Create a banner. Haha.
There you go.
Let's see. We're going to add it. No, timer off.
Hey, everybody in the comments.
Add banner show. Okay. The next up is Bad Influence, Dark Side of Kidfluencing. Now, I actually had confessed something. I had to rewatch this last night because I think you had it on your list because I'd sent Kendrick, I'm like, here's the list of stuff I'm going to be talking about and like want to add to it at all. Yep. And you put the Kidfluencing. I'm like, maybe I don't remember that enough because I was conflating it with the one with the dancers.
The church one where it was like the TikTokers and yeah.
That's what I was like putting those two together. But
this was last year. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy because that's like it was last year. I was like, that is not from this year. That is so. I went back and I watched it again. I remember watching it, but I think I was not paying nearly enough attention because I was gasping as I was watching, like as if it was the first time.
But also this, I feel like this came out around the time as the Hulu one about that mom. What was her name? I
Franke?
Yes, I think they came out around the same time.
We'll be talking about her, don't you worry.
Yeah, I feel like that one kind of stole our attention a little bit because that one was just like, oh, you are very gross. Very gross.
Very gross.
I feel like that's why this one didn't get nearly like as much attention as that one.
And this one's very bad too.
Yeah.
Very, very bad. Like this Tiffany woman, this mother, she got pregnant with Piper and the man, daddy left. He said, you're crazy. No, thank you. And so this woman basically said, I want Piper to be a star so that my ex is like, oh, look at what I missed out on type of a thing. And what sucks is that I'm sure Piper also was having fun with it in the beginning.
Right.
Some kids really enjoy being on camera, whatever. But very quickly it turned into just like, this is all Piper does. And she was like 8, 9, 10. But that's when that creepy kidfluencing thing became it like started to boom. It's before we really knew. Like, this is not like my uncle the other day sent me some like little dance that some young little kidfluencer is doing. And it just made me, I'm like, no, we don't support this. Like the kid was probably like 7 and she looked like she had like this little cute outfit on, was dancing. I was just like, I don't like it. I think she had makeup on too. I was like, no. I was like, I hope she's like happy doing this. Because a lot of the time because it is a source of revenue eventually.
It becomes a business. Exactly. Ugh.
And so then this Tiffany woman created like a group, or what do they call them? They call them there was like a word
click or something. Something like her Piper's, what was it?
I
know, maybe Piper's gang, maybe.
No, Piper something.
The squad.
Piper's squad. That's what it was. And so other kids then are now joining in, and then eventually this one mom really was not okay with me. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like, are we going to address that this woman is like on meth or something? Like, what the fuck? She's talking about how she's one of the moms that moved in with Tiffany in this big mansion so that they could make the content.
Yes.
But this lady is describing very clear signs of abusive, toxic shit. And she just keeps saying, like, there was no way I could have known. I'm like, no. The other moms,
pretty clearly
who didn't live there, fine. The other moms who didn't live in that, fine. Not this lady.
No, you were in it.
You were in it.
Yeah.
You were in it. You were hearing her yell. You were hearing all of that stuff. And then, like, right when you thought it was just bad because she was being abusive to children and like making them work way too many hours, then you're like, oh, it was sexual stuff too?
Yep. And
then you realize Piper is still there and she's stuck. And I went and looked her up on the Instagram or on the TikTok. And it's very uncomfortable.
How old is when was all this? Remind me, do you remember when was all this like taking place?
I want to say they were talking like 2019, 2020, 2021, like, so pretty recent.
Oh, so she's still very young. Okay. Oh.
Yeah. Like, and so she's doing like everything I saw on her TikTok was like midriff exposed, like very, I know.
Heaven.
No, I know. So I'm glad I like rewatched that because that was bad.
Didn't they? Am I misremember? Like, didn't because I feel like there started being like fights over like the rights to the YouTube channel and stuff like that. And didn't they like? Did she get it snatched away? And like that's why they went over to TikTok or something like that? Or
no, she's still going strong, but she was making sure that the other people who left were getting screwed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So they went from having like all this money coming in to nothing coming in because she was getting people to unsubscribe, or I don't know exactly it was happening, but like they just like looked at the numbers as soon as they left, just the numbers like went down. So she just took everything from them, and then they would like badmouth the kids that left. And it was very culty. Like the ones who were still in it had to be like on camera being like, we don't like them, they're terrible, like they left us, and just all this crap. So that was a dark one. I like forgot.
Who was it, her or someone did like the prank with the cops where the cops came? Like what was it, like they wanted to teach one of the kids a lesson, so they had like the cop like pretend. I don't know
if there was lessons. I think they just were like getting content. I really think they just were like, this is going to be a good video.
Oh God. Ugh.
Very bad. That one was very, very bad. They were sobbing and crying and like thinking their friend was getting arrested and like begging the cops not to take them. I'm like, how do you do this?
Gosh.
How
as a society, let's just move away from exactly. Leah in the comments said it's a new version of child stars. It's just really, and that's the thing too, because at least one of the, I mean, there's not many positives, but at least like back in the day with a lot of things, there truly were like kind of barriers of entry to a lot of stuff that no longer exists for a lot of occupations, unfortunately now. And so like literally, if you want your kid to be a child star, most likely you probably can with the right amount of like e-commerce and the right amount of like making videos and making sure they look pretty 100%. And like all this kind of stuff right there, right for everybody's consumption. And then you're like 2 steps away from a Tiffany.
And this doc gets into how like there just really isn't a way to regulate it because it's people's social media accounts.
Right.
You know, so it's like unless they were to start going in and checking, like it just seems nearly impossible to like actually regulate. So that's why I'm like, we just don't support it. If it's like a family that's always making TikToks and stuff. Speaking of, let's get to the next one. The real crazy. Well, they're both pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Devil in the Family, Ruby Franke. I liked the Hulu one.
Yes, me too. Yeah.
Okay. Like that one. So okay. The oldest son, I think his name was Chad, the one she like took the mattress away from and the whatever, the one that kind of like outed it all. Like everyone was like, wait a minute, this is a little crazy. He did a podcast episode. He did an interview with what's that guy's name from Twilight? Taylor
Taylor Lautner.
Yeah, he has a podcast with someone else.
Okay,
and so
maybe his wife. Maybe I don't know. No, okay.
Is that his wife?
I feel, or maybe fiance. I remember
I should know. I should know because they're very famous, and I'm like, but so he is a cutie pie, by the way. Like this Chad guy, he has got all the riz.
Okay.
Yeah, and like because what's so sad is when you can see it in the show in the doc, he liked the cameras at first. He was the reason why they were becoming so popular because he was like, give me that camera, baby. I'm born for this.
Yes.
But then Ruby started to get insane with it. And would be like trying to get him to do stuff. And he's like, I don't want to film a video right now because that's crazy. We're supposed to be filming like content, like lifestyle content. And she's like telling me to smile and say things.
Yep. I see him. Look at him. He's very handsome. Very handsome young man. Chad Franke. Yep.
Yes. Chad Franke. So I'm glad he has his own like social media and stuff now because he was like, I wanted to do that. Like I liked doing it. Yeah, exactly. But this this is the weirdest thing because it's this story about really Jody too, but also that fucking husband, who was such a like he made me very uncomfortable in that doc. He was talking about stuff that Ruby was doing. I'm like, you were right there, sir.
That they tried really hard, and I know a lot of people probably like took from it that like he was the hero of the story because of like the stuff in the end. I never could get there either. I was like, you felt very complicit in a lot of this to me. Very. Right up until you got put the hell out of there. So to me, if now all this happens once you're gone, I don't know, because we still got there.
No, we still got there. He was like being told by the cops, like, this is what's been happening to your like when oh god, that footage of they're like it's that neighbor's ring footage. When the kid finally comes over and just when the guy makes the 911 call and he starts crying because he's just like, what am I looking at? Like this is horrendous. And so the cops, when they saw the kids, like it just, it takes over you. Like they've been living like these are children. And so then when they're trying to tell this damn ex-husband what's going on, he's like, what? What? I had no idea. Oh, I hated him so much.
Yep, exactly. Acting like he had no idea when literally you were in the background of all of this. You knew what was going on. Like, and stop it.
His like mission, one of his causes is like to get people who are in the self-help space, like Jody, to have to be like more transparent, or I don't know, something like that. I'm like, something for him. I'm like, listen, dude. I want to say, sure, you were a victim of Jody because a lot of other people were. Turns out a bunch of people were, and that was like a whole thing. But sir, the way he was talking in his interview, it's like he wanted me to feel bad for him, and I'm like, oh, I do not.
Right? No. I never. I'm glad you said it because I never landed there. And they who was in the Zach in the comments said the Hulu one was great. They did not shy away from making the dad look like a jackass, which is very true because I feel like I've seen before where he's tried to put on this crusade where like, well, I came in at the end and I did this and that, and I was like, I'm not sold. You're not Superman in this story, unfortunately.
No.
You might be you're bald like Lex Luthor. You just might be a slightly better person than him, but you're not Superman. Sorry.
Exactly. No, I don't like. He really pissed me the hell off.
Yeah.
But also, like, I think Ruby Franke now, isn't she like apologetic? Isn't that the last I heard?
Oh, I don't know.
The last I thought I heard was that she was like, I've made mistakes in one of the, I can't remember, but Jody and Ruby stayed really firm for a long time in prison. Like that they were just helping. It's like you were starving. You had these kids chained up. Oh my God. It was horrendous.
Yeah.
Horrendous stuff. So yeah, that's like, that really like shines a light.
Truly. Let me ask you something. We just talked about, I don't know which one it was, but we said it feels like forever ago that the documentary came. Oh, the Netflix dancing documentary. That was last year, apparently. When were we talking about Sherri Papini? Was that this year or last year?
I have it on the list.
Okay, when I looked it up, I guess another one that come out in 2024. I was like, there is no way that was from 2024. Like that blew my mind.
That was
okay.
That was the first one we got.
Okay.
And then this was supposed to be like her response.
Oh yeah, that made her look okay. Yeah.
It literally ends. Let's just go to that one now.
Yeah, that's one where it ended. And she was like,
she's like, oh, this is worse.
Right. They're like, black screen. Like, girl, we got you now. So
they're like, yes.
Goodness.
No, Caught in the Lie on Hulu. It was, I thought the best piece of that was when they tried to recreate her getting her jogging and getting abducted.
Yes.
But she just can't remember. I just can't remember. And they kept redoing it over, like the camera guy's like following, like, all right, here we go. We're going down the thing. And then she's like, I can't remember. I just can't. And then her doctor was like, see, isn't this proof that she's not lying? Because wouldn't she just make something up? I'm like, no, because she knows there's evidence that's going to corroborate what she said. So she's like, oh, I don't know what to say here because they already know what I did.
Exactly. Like, no, this proves nothing, sir. Actually, the same way that damn what was it? I want to say body cam, but not body cam, but that little recording that she tried to do with her and her husband, where he was like giving her sound advice the whole time. She's like, oh, you're just attacking me. You're attacking me. We're all kind of like, I think I'm on his side. I don't know.
He's like, he came in just in a rage. And then you're like, well, he has a right to be pissed at you.
Right.
And then he was just like, no, he was telling her, I mean, he seemed a little crazy. He seemed like he had his own version of nuts, for sure. But her version of the story was like, how in the world do you have this doctor who's been working with you forever, who is like speaking on your behalf?
Right.
Because no, none of this makes any sense. Okay.
Now.
But we never got to the bottom of that James guy, James Reyes, the one who actually like took her, who thought they were like in a relationship.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We need to keep like, what do you mean he was okay with beating her with hockey pucks and what?
Didn't they? And that's the documentary where they went to his house, right? And he said he didn't want to talk to him.
He talks to them at one point.
Okay.
And then they go back and he won't talk to them. But like when when the cops are going in, he has a pet bird and the bird flies out. And so part of the audio in the beginning is them being like, will he come to me if I call for him? Like it's the cops trying to help him get the bird.
Body cam footage, people.
Yeah, no, Sherri Papini though, she did a whole thing. It was 4 episodes, by the way. 4 episodes, and it still was like, nah. No. But then my other favorite too is that all the people she was in prison with that were like willing to come forward and be like, she is not lying. She is totally telling the truth. I'm like, come on, guys.
Right.
I don't know if this is selling her story. Like she was obviously going to be doing anything she needed to do to say whatever she needed to say to survive.
Exactly. But also like you weren't there, like, so how do you know she's telling the truth? Like, get out of here.
Like you don't really know this person. But okay, sure. They're like, trust me, I've seen a lot of people come through here and lie. I'm like, I'm sure, but like she's also one of them.
Right. That does not make you an authority on lying. I'm sorry. It does
exactly.
Not.
Like,
you just met a lot of liars is what happened.
Exactly. The last true crime one that I have for us is American Murder, Gabby Petito on Netflix, which I also went through and kind of skimmed last night again because I was like, there was things that happened. What happened again? Because I
remember them going to the parents' house down there.
They went to the parents' house.
Yes.
That scene was so frustrating because they had been looking for the van or the truck trailer or whatever. And the cop, because it was a different district, maybe a different state. And so the cop that gets a call like to go do it is like, I mean, all right, I'll go talk to them. Sure, I guess what I have to go. And he goes up and he's like, sorry to bother you guys. I know this is so stupid, but like that's your van, right? Like that's your thing in the front, right? Like it's yours, whatever. And they were definitely strange about it.
Yes.
And so then he goes back and goes to the car to call back the detective, who's a woman. Important to point that out.
Yes.
And he's like, it's fine. Like, it's totally fine. She's like, wait, the car is there though? What did they say? Like, hold on. And she has to go get her boss, who's a man,
Right.
And that guy's like, if you wouldn't mind just kind of going back over there and getting this information for us, that'd be great. You know,
like just doing your job, a little something like that.
You're just a girl who's been fucking missing. Okay.
Right. No big deal.
And that's when they were really weird. And that's when the cop was like, huh.
Something's not right here, Scooby. What are we going to do about this?
You guys might be weird after all. We're like, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Because also too, this was, I don't know if this doc was like the first time this came out, but that weird letter that his mother had written him, burn after reading.
Ooh.
That was talking about how she would help him bury a body.
Oof.
It's just like but then I guess he wrote like what happened to Gabby in like some journal entry before he killed himself, which you're like, okay. And it was the most inaccurate bullshit thing I've ever heard in my life. Right. It was like I came upon Gabby and she was already struggling to breathe and in pain. I'm like, how? For what? Like, and I was carrying her back and she was begging me to put her out of the pain she was in.
That is always what pisses me off the most about true crime. Because you have these, like, I always, when I think of stuff like this, I think about Chris Watts every time. When like you're on trial and you're trying to make it seem like, oh, well, my wife, I caught her doing this stuff to the kids and it just enraged me. And I'm like, what an whole thing to do after you've done all this to everyone in the family, and now you're trying to shift blame to the end. Like, get out of here. What a truly evil, like that. It's hard to like describe someone as like purely evil. That's a purely evil person to do something like that.
Yep.
And now he's in that category, Lil Chris.
Yeah. And like, also, none of this makes any sense, bro. It's not like it's not like, oh, guys, okay, he came upon her. She was struggling to breathe and in pain. So he just, instead of like rushing her to a hospital, he just killed her, put her out of her misery.
What else?
Because that's what a very normal human response would be to if you're with someone and they are nearly dead and you're just like, I'll just finish the job.
Right. Like, she's not a deer and you're not a farmer. So
Thank you.
What are we talking about here? Like, no, you're two human beings. That is not the first reaction. That's not when your girlfriend tells you to just, KILL me. You're not just going to be like, okay, why not? Okay, let's get to it. I had no other choice.
And let's do that. And then I'm not going to call anyone. Like, I'm like, he wouldn't. So it's like, well done. This was the most inexplicable explanation ever. So thank you so much. But I feel like, I don't know if that all brought it out, but like you're like, oh, the mom and the dad 100% helped him cover this shit up.
Put him in jail.
I know. I'm so glad the Petito family is suing them because they should be. Okay, fuck you guys. All right.
I feel like their biggest tell was like not being willing to talk to any of them after all of this happened too. It's like, excuse me, our daughter is missing. Like, what are you panicking for? Obviously, something that we don't. We know, but obviously we have something that we can't prove. So, like, don't be weird about it. We're the ones that are like mourning right now.
Hello.
Weirdos.
Yeah. Ugh. Really bad. Okay, let's go to our scripted TV segment.
Oh, okay.
Because I gave up on banners for all of these ones because I'm like, okay, let's just do scripted TV because I can't do it all.
Yeah.
All right. I want to start with specifically yours because I want you to get into. So we have the two that I put on. One I put on Kendrick for Kendrick was the Pitt because I did not watch it, but everyone talked about it. And then Kendrick wanted to talk about Welcome to Derby, which he asked me to try to watch, and I'm going to confess I couldn't do it.
I get it. So I will, if you're not a horror fan or like a gory person, like if you can't like stomach that, Welcome to Derry is definitely not the show for you, like in any regard. It is. I find it it's a hard line to walk sometimes when you have like something that's a prequel, like for something that's already so established. Like obviously we have like the books, that's where a lot of stuff came from. So, but it's hard to do it in like motion form because number one, you have to make sure you don't ruin the stuff that's already in continuity by going backwards. And there's a lot of lines you got to walk. They did this show, I think, so well because I think, number one, again, for the horror fans, there is a truly like what I think is masterful horror sequence in every single episode, like something that's just truly like, oh my god, what am I watching, what is happening, like, and that's hard to do like in the horror genre because the genre's kind of changed a lot over the years where like sometimes it's like more like a weapons horror movie, which is like amazing movie, but it's like that's not something that you're gonna like watch for a lot of gore or like like the slash thriller, like that kind of stuff, but you watch it more so for like the actual plot, how's it moving, maybe a jump scare or two, that kind of stuff. But like that show genuinely had something for I feel like every horror fan. So if you do want to check it out, go to HBO. I do recommend it. It's great. I pulled one of your moves though. I still have not watched the finale because I'm like, oh, I don't want it. Like I didn't want it to end. I know, but I'm gonna make myself watch it this week. I'm like, I have to watch and see how Welcome to Derry ended. But people seem to like love the whole season, so check it out, get into it. But my true baby of the year was the Pitt. I am a big I don't know when this happened either, but I love a good medical show. It's something that can be mindless in the background you can just put on. And I kind of love like true episodic TV where like different stuff is happening. Like it's not an anthology because it is the same characters, but like we're meeting new patients, new stuff is happening every time, but there is a through line. Gotcha. I kind of love that kind of stuff because you don't have to always pay super close attention. You can be like working, you like, wait, what happened? And you look over here to kind of like catch up and see what's happening. I like that. The Pitt though is just really masterfully done. Like the dialogue, the actual like gore of it all, where like not gore, but the actual like you actually feel like you're getting a glimpse in the hospital. Like sometimes on like maybe an ABC or a cable network, you don't really get that because you obviously can't show certain things on TV. But having that kind of show on an HBO is an entirely different viewing experience. Like you're watching like live births happening on there, like all kinds of stuff. But it's not only funny, but it's so like it deals with like PTSD of like deaths and stuff like that. It's just every little aspect of it is so good, and it all leads up. It's 15 episodes. Each episode is structured to where it's an hour of their shift,
like it's in real time.
So like the first episode,
I do love that.
Oh, I love it. It's so good. So it's all one day, the whole season, 15 episodes, 15 hours, and we're leading up to the last, I think, 3 episodes that were like this kind of mass event. And so that too, like it really grounds it because it's like, ooh, this could happen at any point. And we don't really see their angle of like how this stuff that like we're slowly becoming desensitized to, what happens when it happens and they have to go to the hospital. So that's a big, I think, selling point. Watch it all. I've been rewatching. I'm like on episode 5, having a great time. But it's one show that like I can't recommend enough. I made several people watch throughout the year and they all like fell in love and started watching week to week with it. So I take my recommendations very seriously. So y'all go and watch The Pitt if you watch nothing else. You don't have to watch Derry. Don't watch Welcome to Derry if you don't want to. Watch The Pitt though, because it's just very masterfully made. And there's a character for everybody too that you can relate to. So good.
All right, you actually kind of might have sold me on it.
Ooh, just check it out. Good characters, good stuff.
Okay, so since you did yours, I'm going to do 2 of mine that I know you didn't watch.
Okay.
The Studio.
Yes, okay.
I know you have not watched. Maybe it's because I live in Los Angeles and I at some point worked in like I know every place they're going to.
Yeah.
And I just like how meta the whole thing was, and I like that they chose to do a single camera. It's like it's a cool like nerdy trick.
Yes.
That's fun to watch. It's fun to see how they did it. It also makes it feel more like a play because they're not cutting away and doing all these different edits. Right. I think I watched the last 2 episodes so many times because Bryan Cranston was hilarious. Like I was laughing out loud at how funny it was. So I can't recommend The Studio enough, but I also am curious if anyone who's watched it that's not like as attached to LA.
Oh,
if they are just like, it's okay. Because I know like my sister and my brother-in-law were like, yeah, they liked it, but I like loved it. Like I just like, loved it. And I've rewatched, like I've fallen asleep to it about 1,000 times.
It cleaned up at the Emmys, didn't it? Like that and the Pitt, I think. Yeah,
it sure did clean up at the end, which is very meta. Like it was a real, which, you know, like they have the Golden Globes in an episode. They go to the Golden Globes in an episode, and it's at where they film the Golden Globes, and it's really taking place there. It's cool. It's really cool that they were able to get all that. But again, I don't know if that's like an LA story kind of thing,
right?
You know, where I'm like, I remember Amy as the Catherine O'Hara. She plays someone who's based off of Amy Pascal, who worked at Sony, and she's a real person. Like, so you can kind of like, I like knew who she was, but they're all so good. They're all funny. I loved it.
Okay. Oh, I told you I got to get more into, because like every now and then I watch an Apple show where I'm like, oh, I want to watch it. It seems like, I think the last Apple show like I truly committed to was the Jake Gyllenhaal one. What was that? Presumed Innocence?
Presumed Innocent?
I watched that one, was really into it. I'll watch the next season stuff. But I'm so like Apple isn't a channel I go to. You know, it isn't a stream like I click on very often. Like I feel like it's not in my top like whatever row on Roku, so I don't go to it often. But I'm trying to fix that because like they truly have quality television over there. So I need to like start going more.
Here's my I will say, because I recommended a few shows to Kendrick, and then I was like, don't.
Yes.
He had asked me about Pluribus on Apple. I was never really sold on it, but everybody was loving it. And I'm so sorry if anyone in the chat loved it. I was like, this is the most boring fucking show. I was screaming at it during the finale. I was like, oh, really? That's we're gonna do this now? That's so thrilling. But a show that I thought I know you also don't watch this one, but this one is incredible. Severance. I still cannot be. I'm not going to give away any spoilers because Kendrick still hasn't fucking watched.
I know. Amit just asked in the comments. She's like, "You didn't watch Severance?" And I was literally like, "Am I going to respond to this? I don't know if I am because I was like, I'm going to get beat up, aren't I? I'm going to watch. I just have to. Now that both seasons are out, I'm going to put the time aside before season 3. I'm going to commit and I'm going to watch. I am going to watch Severance. Now, do I need a dictionary on hand?
Hold on. I'm gonna call him out even more. Okay. Because when season 2 was coming out, he hadn't watched season 1. And so
I watched one episode.
Okay. And so he says, he's like, I'll watch it right before the season 2 comes out. And I was like, that's cheating.
Why?
Let me explain. Because we had to wait so long to get the second one. And it's such a different experience when you're watching like in real time with the rest. Like, you know, when you watch White Lotus, when you watch House of Dragon, like when you're watching it in real time with like the internet and like other people, it's very different than when you just go catch up on it on your own, whatever. And so I was like jealous that Kendrick was like unaware of all of the things he had missed out on in season 1. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited because season 2 comes out. And that means Kendrick must have watched all of season 1 and he must be watching week to week. And I think it was like the 5th episode came out and he finally was like, I'm not watching.
I get a little like apprehensive because I feel like one of the criticisms is that it's hard to follow.
Oh yeah.
And I see that's my thing. And like when I know I need to like, okay, phone across the room, tablet over there, don't do any work, don't
get it.
The podcast and like that. I need to like dedicate like an hour to like just sit and truly watch. And sometimes I'll start to do that, but then like Socks will be right here doing something. Then the doorbell rings, and I'm like, okay, well, everyone hates me, so I'm not gonna watch this now. And so then I get like 3 episodes behind, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll watch it like while I'm traveling for work. Then 5 episodes behind because by the time I get back to my room, obviously I'm going to sleep because God work. And so like it's a whole thing. So like I'm gonna make myself. Okay, if I don't watch both seasons before season 3 comes out, I'm going to cut off a finger. Okay. I'm committing to cutting off a finger. I'm going to do it. Watch.
Because it's one of those shows where I don't ever need to get anything. Like I can watch a show and be like, what? Like I think I have it. Like I don't need to be someone who's like figuring it out and like getting it. I don't mind that I'm lost pretty much the whole time. I don't mind that because I'm just like, what? Just visually, what it is, and it's just like it's such an obscure, crazy, weird world that it's just so well done. What I have done many times though is rewatch because until you see what I'm saying, like you'll maybe understand. This is a show you can watch multiple times and still be like, oh my God, that's because of that thing.
Game of Thrones is like that because like you will watch, but like, obviously like you understand Game of Thrones, but like you go back and you're like, oh, look at that person. Like that's one of I see that symbol. Like that kind of I do love that. Okay.
And like after I hadn't gone back to rewatch from the first season after finishing season 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? The other day, I was like, let's just give that a shot. Not the other day, probably like 3 months ago. And I was like, first episode, I was like, oh, this is in the first episode? What? Oh, and you're like, they had all of this in their minds and they have been you need to watch it already.
Okay. I'm going to watch. Okay.
All right. All right. Now let's go to a show that we both watched. And we both loved.
Okay.
Overcompensating.
Oh, I love that. Yes.
Benny Drama, as a lot of us know him, is a treasure to be treasured forever.
Yes.
And this was a Prime Video scripted TV show. And it took them way too long to renew season 2.
It did. You know, I get nervous about everything now. I hate to get attached to anything now.
Oh, we were like, I was scared. I'm like, because the character Haley is my favorite character. And she became like, everyone loved Haley.
Yes.
And Holmes is like the funniest comedian who's just like not at all really this person, but like they love Haley. They're like, by the way, they are their pronouns. That's why I'm saying they. Just I. But so like they were like, I love her. I'm so happy. Like she was God damn it. They were so grateful. They were so grateful that Benny wrote this character because it's like now I can play this like crazy girl, but I get her and I love her.
Yeah.
Oh, she was so good.
Every line is like a quotable line that like comes out. Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
My favorite Haley line is when Carmen does like she smacks the beer glasses together and then her hands are like all fucked up. And Haley goes to get in the car and she's like, I don't know what you did to her, but her hands never looked like this before you.
Yeah.
Yes. She delivers the line so well. Also, when she's getting arrested at the Charlie concert and she's like, leave the door unlocked. I lost my purse and shoes and phone.
I need to like, let me see the cat because I love this. It was such a, like a good watch, like in general, even like Peter, I really like
he was so good.
The constant poof, like every time they talk about poof, and I did that for so long after the show. Every day I'm like poof, just like randomly. So that it's such a good. It's like a good like. I love a little binge where like the episodes are 30 minutes and you can like literally get through it in the afternoon and you can have the best time. And you're like, oh, I'm gonna put that on tomorrow too. That's a good one.
Yeah, my sister like rewatched it. She went out of town and she's like, I just was like, let's have this on in the background because like it just is a feel good show. And Mary Beth Barone plays his sister and they're besties IRL, and so they have a great dynamic. Also, you have Kyle MacLachlan and what's her name? The one who plays the mom, Connie.
Connie Britton. Yeah.
Yeah, they were perfection. Perfection. Okay. When he has the Invisalign that he's talking with and it gives him, he's like, you came back with 2 shiners and he's got this big old lisp. And then he's got like the TV, the plasma TV, like it's all so well done and silly. And you could tell Benny like has been writing this for years. He's like, I've been writing this for so long. So to have it come to life. And so you feel good for him.
Yeah. I like that. Oh,
yeah.
So if y'all haven't watched, go watch it. It's on Amazon.
Go watch.
Go check it out.
Okay, I kind of want to switch gears for a second and talk about something that everyone liked.
Ooh,
but you and I were like,
You know, I saw it on your list. I was like, ooh, where's she gonna go with this?
Oh, I'm going here.
Okay. We're getting into our secret now, everyone. So don't hate us, but hate us if you need to. It's okay.
Task.
Yep.
On HBO. Now, look, both of us are huge fans of Mayor of Easttown.
Yes.
I even watched the first episode again last night for funsies. It's just like, I miss it. I miss it.
Always one of those good, reliable binges you can always count on too. So absolutely.
Good. Task. Now, I was also scared too because my sister had not seen it, but she told me that her husband, my brother-in-law, liked it. And I was looking at him sideways. Like, I was like, what? Well, when I went over to their house on Christmas, I was like, Kirby, you liked Task. And he was like, no, it fell apart. And so then we got to go off that falling apart. And I was like, he didn't know this, but I was like, I really was reserving judgment, because I was like, if you like Task, but then when he said that, I'm like, okay, we're good. We're good. You know?
Yes. Because we liked it at first too. We were there. We were like, oh, okay, whatever. Yeah. But then like episode 3, we were like, oh, what's happening?
It was too many shows that they were doing. They did like a biker show, an FBI show, a Family Guy thing with
a buddy cop sitcom, and
a buddy cop sitcom. Like,
it was a lot.
And everyone on the FBI was in a different TV show. Like, everyone was a different character, like in a different play. Like, I don't even know what was happening. Like, from one character to the next, I was like, what are they on in the FBI? Like the one chick who gets hit by the car. I'm like, good. She was terrible.
Yeah, she annoyed me so bad. And that was I'm not I need a rant just like for 2 seconds, but I'm not the person, because I watch Marvel, and a big issue with Marvel, or a big issue that like people always bring up, is like, oh, the CGI in this scene was bad, like all this kind of stuff. Because you know they spend years like doing that, like CGI stuff like that, and no CGI is gonna look exactly how you want it all the time. And so like Marvel has like a lot of that heat, like a lot of times. And so I'm really not someone that like focuses on it, because I'm like, oh, it looks convincing to me. Like if I'm convinced, then like whatever. But also like I need to be suspended in belief anyway, because I'm watching people in tights shoot lasers out of their hands, about like whatever. And so it's never something that like always jumps out at me. But when she got hit by that car, I was like, oh, that was fucking terrible is what that was. Like, that visually, that looked a mess. Like I couldn't even like get in the moment and be like sad for her. I was like, that was terrible. Yeah, okay, let's go to the next scene. Let's move on, because we don't need to stay here very long. Like, this is bad.
And then, like, right when I thought I knew where we were going with it, now we're like, oh no, actually there's a whole network of corrupt cops that we're uncovering.
Right.
And now it's going to be about that. And when that everyone's like, the shootout scene was so iconic. I'm like, it was a mess. It was an absolute mess. They looked like amateur stunt people.
Yeah.
And there was one part, I think, did I send this to you? I don't remember if I sent you the video, but like, I was like, look at the way so they show the cops are looking at footage from when a big fight had broken out at a casino, because they were like trying to spot the guys in the biker gang, because we're also in a biker gang story too.
Right.
But the extras that they got to film this like silent security footage of this fight were so bad that it didn't even look like it looked like a joke. It looked like this was comedic, because they were like holding a gun, like, hey, like shooting like that. And I was like, okay, so the second AD was like, okay, guys, run to the back of the thing. And they were like, run, okay, turn around, okay. I was just like, so terrible. It was
you can tell. That's how you can always tell like how much time and attention goes into a show, because when the little stuff like that, stuff that you know is just going to be a clip of an episode that like someone's watching on like another device and stuff like that, if you don't even take time to like put as much attention into that as you would a normal episode, like a scene with Mark Ruffalo, then I already know like you're phoning it in at this point. Like, you know what you're focusing on. You're like, okay, we've got our main talent on stage this day. We'll focus on this. Those guys, you know what? I won't even feel you handle that. You be director that day, and you get them to do that. And if there's no stunt coordinator, oh, that's fine. Just have them. Just tell them where to run to and where they need to wind up. And like, it's very obvious watching some of those scenes.
It's atrocious. And then like they just couldn't wrap it up. they couldn't wrap it up. And like Robbie was a great character, but then like all it needed to be was about like maybe Robbie and Mark Ruffalo's characters, but it ended up being about like the biker gang and then drugs. And then I just was like, where are we going with this?
Remember that one character we were like, is that the same one that we're supposed to be wondering if she got murdered? Like we were so confused. Like who is this? Like what? It became like the main cast became like 30 people deep, and we were like, okay, like this too much going on.
Like I already forgot. I'm like, why don't we like them again? Like I don't
exactly.
I don't remember what happened here. And then even the one who does the girl who does get hit, or the woman, I'm sorry, that does get hit by the car. She was also like, there was something there too, where she was like, she was bad at her job her position prior to this. And then she's in the bar with our boyfriend, Fabian Frankel, who was wasted in this show. Also, there's something, it's very difficult for Brits to change the way their lips, their mouths, because he still looked like he was doing, like, he looked like when Christian Bale did an American accent in Newsies.
Yeah. And then like, it wasn't just an American accent, it was a Boston accent, wasn't it? So like,
New York.
Yeah.
Like, so what? You know, and then but like he just looked like he was doing like a fake accent. But all of that's the thing, that all of them focused so much on the accents because they all needed that home go. Like,
yes.
I can't do the accent. It's like I don't understand how they get to that point in their voice, but it was like that.
Yep. A lot of focus on that to where you're just trying to end the scene. You're like, okay, hold on, this is taking way too much of my attention right now. Let's just get
That's
there.
all I was focused on too. I was like, oh, they're gonna get the accent. Like I could when they hit the right words, I'm like, oh, they got it. Like I feel like that's all they were trying to get through.
Right. So watch Task at your own risk.
Yeah, watch Task, but like so you can talk shit about it with us. But like I felt crazy because I was going online. And everyone's like, it's the best show. I put out a thread. Is anyone watching Task? And if so, how do you feel about it? Because I was hoping to get people like, yeah, it's horrible. And people are like, I love it. It's the best show. It should win an award. I'm like, what the fuck?
Right. No, it had us feel like we were crazy. Like every now and then I'd see somebody being like, this show is a mess. And I'd be like, yes, okay, thank you. Thank you.
No, I felt nuts.
But also, me and Emily both will be watching season 2 because they did announce one. So
yeah, I mean,
just right, just so you know,
our boyfriend is in it. Okay. How about one we loved? White Lotus. White Lotus. Okay, Parker Posey, everything. Parker Posey was perfection. Walton Goggins, Sam Rockwell. Like we got this. This was my favorite of all the seasons.
Oh, okay. Let me think. What was season 2? Season 2. Oh, that was in Italy. Okay. Oh, that was a good.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
That was okay. I got to think about that. I don't know if I'm confident enough to say that because I loved season 2. Yeah, and I think we covered that too on the podcast, didn't we? We did. That was a fun one. Okay.
That was a fun one.
I'll let y'all know what I decide next week. I'll mull around that. Yeah.
No, White Lotus was great. The Piper, no, that was like we got so much from her. I missed her. I miss that character.
I know.
Like I think about her sometimes. I'm like, what's she doing?
My favorite moment of like the season, and it's such a random one, but when it's not a funny one either, but it felt, I don't know, I felt like attacked as like someone in my, I don't know, someone getting older and stuff like that. The scene where my queen, Carrie Coon, when she was doing that monologue at the table about, it just doesn't feel like it was one of the last episode. That whole monologue she delivers it perfectly. The tears start coming at the right moment. And she's talking about like getting older and like how things just aren't what they used to be and like that kind of stuff. And it was just like, oh, this feels like really close to home. I don't know. Why am I fighting back tears? I don't like, that was a moment. And like, I need her, if they're going to like, obviously they'll sweep award season, but like when it happens, I need like her to like.
Didn't we already have it?
Were they in that one, White Lotus, or will they be in the next one? I don't. Oh, did she not get anything for that? I don't know.
Or maybe I'm remembering maybe things were announced.
But you know what? The awards are so like.
That's what I did. I remember being like, this is an impossible category.
Was that Emmys? Oh, Emmys would have been September. That's right.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I
when was
remember
White
being
Lotus?
like, this is impossible. Like, there's literally no way to pick from this list at all.
Season 3 Emmy wins.
Yeah, no, we definitely, and I think the Pitt cleaned up.
That's right. That's right. Oh, they only see one. Oh, out of the 23 nominations, only one Emmy win. Goodness.
Which is kind of bullshit.
No, and it wasn't at the main show. It was the Creative Arts Emmys. Ooh.
Yeah, that's sad.
Right, goodness. Oh, Carrie Coon.
I know, but watching White Lotus, watching Carrie Coon on White Lotus made me watch Gilded Age, which, as we know, we love now. We love the Gilded Age.
You know,
so
I love me some Gilded Age. Oh yeah,
so much. I think my favorite of this last season's journey of Gilded Age was how much we ended up hating Larry at the end.
Yes. Little entitled asshole. Yeah.
Like, she just saved your dad, okay, you dick. And you're like, I don't know, I gotta think about it.
Right. Like, you weirdo.
You fucking weirdo. Yeah, that was fun. That's always what's fun about watching things in real time, because you get to like White Lotus, watch in real time with the people, because the memes are so good.
I love it. I love it. I loved Peggy's story this past season too. Like the whole like will I won't I, but then her dealing with the,
she was
incredible. I know, so good. Like every storyline, like this was like really a masterclass in like finding a way, like for all these people, like bringing in
Audra McDonald. Oh yeah,
my God, bringing her in and like having like this just like cavalcade of Broadway stars, just like go. It was incredible. What a season. And I need season 4 like right now.
It was so fun. Like it was a joy to watch. The only one who got kind of screwed was Cynthia Nixon. We didn't Ada didn't need to be like that. But you know, Agnes, like our queen.
Amit just said in the comments, anything with Christine Baranski is gold. Fully agree. Fully agree.
Like, I couldn't love Agnes more. Couldn't love that woman more. I love watching her bond more with Marion.
Yes.
That's her name, right?
Yeah. Marion.
I was like, wait, something that didn't sound right.
I know. I do the power dynamics. I loved. That was the one thing where like Cynthia's character, I did like that part, Ada, the actual power dynamic shift, because I thought was really interesting. I feel so bad for Agnes, though. I'm like, I want you, like, you're one of the people I feel like you should have money. So I do want you to have it. So I hope you get it back at some point.
Yeah, like I hope that her story arc is going to be that somehow money is back and like she has it.
Right.
Like maybe Oscar somehow gets his shit together.
Right.
Although, but that weird, that was talk about bad CGI. That weird John Adams death with the carriage.
Yeah.
And we were like, why did you guys have to do it like that?
Right. I would have preferred like you not put any budget into it at all. Just show Oscar's face and like let us hear like horses crashing in the background or something. Because would have been better.
The way they set up the shot too is so obvious. Like as soon as he steps out, it's clear that this is like a very specifically set up shot.
Yes.
Then this is gonna happen and he's gonna go up and you're like, okay.
Yep. You know what? There was some, because I focused on it way too heavily, but in the last like episode, Larry and Marion are like on some quote unquote steps where they have this whole scene and stuff like that. And I remember looking at that and I was like, they're in like a blank studio, right? That is not a stair like that. And that's so like funny because like everything else, like the costuming and the set design, like everything else looks like immaculate during the show. But that one scene, I was like, like was this an add-in scene? Like what happened?
All of the George and Bertha's, the Russell house, like pretty much everything is green screen because they have it looking like grand.
Yes, huge,
all that kind of stuff. Lots of green screen, which sucks for the actors. Like they have to really be pretending quite a bit.
Right.
Right. But it's like I feel like now they have more of a budget. Because you know this show finally kicked up in popularity, and I really think it's because Carrie Coon did White Lotus.
I can definitely imagine that. I'm sure it did
because it like the audience is no joke for White Lotus.
Yes, I want to say too. I don't brag about much, but like I have been on the Carrie Coon train
You
for
have.
God knows. You know, I love me some Carrie Coon. I loved The Leftovers. Like she is always one person. I'm like, ooh, you're gonna be one of my people I follow to anything because like I'm right now. I'm deep into the Copenhagen test because Simu Liu is one of the people I follow like religiously. I'll watch
Is that
anything
on
he's in.
Peacock?
Yes, it just
Okay.
came out yesterday, maybe.
Right,
So
that's what I thought. Okay, put it on my list.
I've been having a good time with that. But she's one of those. She's like, ooh, if you're in it, I'm gonna watch because you're gonna give me something. I know you're gonna give me some things. So go,
No,
Carrie Coon.
I tell people that you discovered Carrie Coon.
Thank you. I need my finder's fee for Carrie because I'm like, you know what? I see it for you, Carrie. I see it for you, old gal.
I used to say that about Alicia Keys back in the day. Because I felt like I was the only one talking about how amazing Alicia Keys. This is how long ago this was,
right?
So like when she started getting huge, I was like, I discovered her.
You're like, I told you. I
found her.
Mary in the comments, she said, "What is Gilded Age? You're about to have the best time of your life."
I'm so jealous.
I know. Get on HBO. Turn it on. It's like a less pretentious. Like what's period piece. I know I didn't want to make the comparison. I was like, oh, I don't want to put down Downton Abbey in case she's like the biggest Downton Abbey fan in the world. But it's like a period piece that's like super easy to follow, but it gives you good acting, good storylines, and it's not like super centered in trauma either, which I kind of find a lot of period pieces are. It's all like, oh well, she's a woman, she's got to die at some point. It's like, oh goodness, like we got to throw her off the roof, and it's like heaven. It's like it's not a lot of that. It's actually like society focused, and I really like those dynamics. So
yeah, that's a great way to describe it. Everything kind of works out on the show.
Yes.
Like when it doesn't work out, it's still going to kind of work out. Like they don't take us too deep into gloom and doom.
Right. Like we might get a divorce or something like that, but it's like, okay.
Yeah, and like scary things happen, like sad things happen, but somehow they manage to like balance it.
Yes, absolutely.
They do. All right. I had a couple more things, but actually I just want to like skip to the events that happened so that we can kind of discuss those and then we'll be done. And then we can say goodbye to 2025 wrap-ups.
Let's wrap it up.
The Kendrick Lamar halftime show. And I just want to say, when I sent Kendrick my list of things I was going to talk about, I didn't put Kendrick Lamar. I just put Kendrick halftime show. And what's funny is when Kendrick sent back, he's like, I for a second was like, what halftime show did I do? I knew what it was. And even when I saw Kendrick halftime show, was like, what halftime show? Oh my God, duh, Kendrick Lamar. Right. I should have said that from the beginning. Kendrick Lamar's halftime show.
I literally forgot. I was like, wait, what the hell is this? What did I do? Like, because you know me, if it like happened like over a month ago, I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea. Okay.
Like a whole special that you don't recall.
Right. Like, goodness. And also, by the way, because I see like people, feel free, like name all the stuff you love this year too, like in the comments. We're not talking about everything we love, just some of the highlights. So we did love a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah, so there's a whole lot. We have we're almost at 2 hours.
Right.
So
we consume everything.
we have to wrap it up at some point.
Yeah.
But okay, the halftime show though, the reason why this was such a big deal was because, well, first of all, he was in this huge feud with Drake. So it provided an amazing platform to go after Drake one more time. Which was like, oh, sorry, that was so good. But also, Trump was there.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like no sitting president had ever gone to a halftime or to a Super Bowl because it's like so ridiculous to do that. But like Kendrick's, it was just so unapologetically black and loud and meaningful and great. And it was in the flare pants.
Flare pants made a comeback, baby. Look at that.
I felt so seen. I've been rocking flare pants forever and like never stopped. But like seeing it, it's like, no, now we all are doing it again. Thank you. It's the most flattering pant.
Look at exactly. It hugs all the right places. It's loose where it needs to be. Like let it hang, okay?
Thank you.
Let it hang. Serena out there crip walking, like all kinds of good stuff. Yes.
Another really big one that happened 2025 Olympics, Simone Biles, the whole gymnastics team. But Simone Biles also had like a documentary or something come out about her while it was happening, which I watched. I can't recommend it enough because it's what athletes look like. And she is so resilient. And it's so crazy when you watch gymnastics, they make it look easy. That's the point.
Yes.
And it's just like, I just twirl up in the air 50 times and just come back down. Like it's like, but you get to really see just how hard it is to like, and why she had to stop for a period of time. Cause you get like the yips.
Yeah.
Where you get up in the air. I don't know what they call it. I can't remember, but you get up in the air and you get lost.
Ooh,
so it's it's too dangerous. Exactly. Cause you go up so high.
Goodness.
And then it puts that in perspective. Like, okay, so they do know they're going up very high.
Right.
Like it almost looks like they don't even think about it. It's like they're like just go up and I just twirl and then I come back down. But it's like, oh, they're very aware of what they're doing, but then they get up there and lose and like you could die.
That is scary to think about because they go high, especially like when you're doing the 2 bars too. Imagine like forgetting like, okay, the bar is right there. I need to get there. Yes. That's where I need to be. And literally any slight motion incorrectly will send me somewhere else. Scary.
Yeah.
I was obsessed with the track. Me and my family, we are track. We love. And they actually had a Netflix doc too. What was it called? I don't want to say it wrong. I did watch that one though. Sha'Carri Richardson looked amazing in the doc. Like she was very humble, very sweet, very all this kind of stuff. But you rooted for her because you can tell she was such a competitor. Noah Lyles a little bit of an asshole, but I will say he can back it up. So yeah, I mean, there's that. There is, if you're gonna be an asshole, be an asshole. They can back up all the stuff you talk.
No, I do think that the Olympics like really do show you like these sports that you don't think about, and then when you watch the best of the best do it, you're like, well, this really is quite physical.
Truly.
Like you can see the training. I think there's just something so impressive about it. You can see the training that's gone into it. And like, so the gymnasts were, and then Flava Flav was so cute with like the women's water polo team.
Yes.
He like sponsored them and he was just like, they worked so hard. Like he really came through for the people. And then, okay, the last 2 things that happened that I thought were great. We got Nikki Glazer hosting the Golden Globes and Conan O'Brien hosting the Oscars.
Yes, award shows had a good year this year.
Nikki Glazer is the perfect host for the Golden Globes.
She needs to host everything, honestly.
She does.
Truly. And you know what? I want, because it's going to start happening where award shows start moving to like different platforms and stuff, because cable, it truly like to do an award show, it's going to cost way more than like cable would make back. It's not going to be worth doing 100%. At some point. But like something like Netflix, YouTube, they got it, they can afford it, they'll throw the money at it. Someone like her hosting an award show where she has truly no restrictions would be the best thing to ever happen to TV. Like I can't imagine how funny she'd be. Something's about to come to YouTube, but I remember what did we say? It was one of the award shows. I think one of the big award shows is going to come to YouTube. Do you remember what it was?
What was it?
I have no. Whatever it is, she needs to host that.
The Emmys? No, the Golden Globes, maybe.
Maybe.
No, you're right. You're right. I forgot that was announced, and it's like, oh, okay,
right.
Which is so, because then you don't have to worry about like the network coming in and being like, you got to get off because the next show that's programmed to start or whatever.
Exactly. More free reign. Like I hate it that it's like means like cable is dying, but also like stuff cable like this is a plus. I know.
No, unfortunately, like cable has been dying, and but like I didn't even think about how much easier it would be for them because they don't have to worry about the programming. And like it could be like, because what was it, the Emmys that Nate Bargatze, whatever he hosted, and he did that thing where he was like, okay, here's this donation to these kids, and then with every minute you go over, and like I understood at first,
right? Yeah,
but then it became awkward because like you forget how serious people take this shit. And so they're like, I feel weird being like, hurry up because the kids like
right. No, it was. And when it first happened, I was like, oh, this is the best thing ever. Because like while I know you want to make your speech because you've been truly working so hard at this, like I totally get that.
Yeah.
It's also, I understand, like the audience too is like, okay, like this is it's been going on a long time, wrap it up. So I got both sides, but then it got to that point where it was like, it was like but award shows too, like because of that, they kind of set up the host in a bad way. Because remember when Anthony Anderson had his mom like holding up the sign or something like that from the audience where she was stopping people from talking too much? Do you remember that?
Oh, I forgot.
So that became a whole thing, and then people started talking about his mom and all that. I was like, oh, see, this is bad. Like it,
yeah. I just think like there's like no way to do it anymore. Like there's just no way to do it without it being awkward.
Exactly.
Now, was this past Oscars when Adrian Brody made the longest speech, or was that the year prior?
Ooh, I don't know. What would it have been for? Would have been for
the pianist? Ooh. I think that was 2 years ago.
Longest
but
speech.
Anyway, Conan hosted, and it was a very fucked up year.
2025. Yep, 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Jesus.
Okay, thank you very much. Because Conan hosted, and this was right after the fires, so it was really, really, really. It was somber. It was a somber time in Los Angeles to be like doing an award show. So a lot of it was dedicated to like the firefighters and stuff, which is awesome.
Yep.
But he seemed a little sad to me, like because he also had just lost his parents too. Like he had a lot of loss, but he was still so perfect for it. He has such an appreciation for talent and like and camaraderie, and just he's my friend John. You know John. He went to like the I don't remember what exactly it was. John. He had never met or got to like really get to know Conan O'Brien. And I'd been long obsessed with Conan because he's just a good person.
Yeah.
And John had just nothing but amazing things to say.
Oh, good.
He's like, no one was paying attention, but he was like talking to the guys who were helping him like unroll the carpet and like being really buddy with everybody and just like the nicest person.
Good.
So I feel like he's definitely going to keep the job. Like I hope. I think Nikki's keeping the job. I think Nikki's already been confirmed. She's already confirmed as the host for Golden Globes. And I think Conan's already got it too.
Good. Good.
I know, right? Good.
Love that.
But yeah, Adrian Brody's speech was, I don't know what we were talking about speeches. So it reminded me because I forgot I was supposed to have my banners didn't change. Damn it. Damn it. I had something. I had Conan. Look, I had it.
YouTube is like, you see why we got the timers up?
Yeah.
They're like, y'all want to talk bad about us, but
They're like, that's actually, that one had a timer on it too. Wonderful. Okay. Now I get it. Now I understand why they do that. I should. I'm going to set them all with timers now. Not like I'm ever going to use them again. In a year when I use them again.
Right.
But dude, Adrian Brody was so annoying in his speech because he was like, I know how this works, because he was like making it. The music comes on and he's like, I'll promise I'll be quick. Then he proceeded to take forever to finish a sentence.
The longest speech ever.
Yeah. Oh, he was so rude. And he's like, don't cut me up. I'm like, well, but like, you're not even saying anything interesting.
Right.
I've long had beef with Adrian Brody. Okay.
I feel like we need to deep dive into that on an episode one day.
Like he's just been ruining television shows left and right. Okay. I'm sorry. He came on Peaky Blinders and he was so annoying on Peaky Blinders. He was like, he's like, I'm playing this character on Peaky Blinders. Oh God. Then he did Succession. Now, mind you, Succession is such a good show that like he kind of couldn't fuck up Succession because they don't do a lot of like, they do a lot more like big full master shots. They don't do coverage. So he couldn't fuck it up too much, but he still fucked it up.
Jeez.
And then here he is getting an award, and he's just the most annoying person ever.
Tracks.
Done with him. Done with his ass. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. 2025 wrap-ups. Kendrick, thank you for another amazing year.
Oh, thank you.
Sunday Lives.
Yes.
And just, my favorite episodes to record. So
I know they always feel like a piece of cake to just get together and just chat about the things.
I love it. Well, thank you everyone in the chat too. We really like kind of built a little audience. We have our crew, our Sunday Live crew. And I want to say thank you guys. This is the last official wrap up of 2025.
Exactly. You got a new member?
I have a new member. What?
Yes.
Okay, I actually wondered if anyone was watching like for the very first time, when the very first thing we do is, Kendrick, are you ready? Fan. Emily, are you ready? And they're like, what is this show?
Right.
Exactly. And we never use the fans again. It's just
and then people in the comments are putting the fan emojis in the thing too. So it has to be like, what am I watching right now? Who are
like,
y'all?
why are we doing this? Like, what is what are the fans about? But okay, Kendrick loves you, means it. Fans love you, means it. And by fans, I mean fan emojis. Yeah. And all right, guys, we'll see you next year.
Ooh.
I know. Thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show.
And make sure you're subscribed to and following the I Cannot with Kendrick Tucker podcast and with Kendrick Tucker on Instagram and Threads.
She's Speaking with Emily Hanks is available everywhere you get your podcasts, on YouTube, and also exclusive bonus content is available on the Patreon. If you want to support our shows, please rate and review on whatever platform you listen, or you can buy us a coffee. Links for everything will be in the description.
Love you all. See you next Sunday.